Let's start with exercise 1C from chapter 1 integers for class 7 or grade 7. So first question says divide, and bit 1 says 65 by minus 13. The question is in words, so I'll write it in mathematical terms. 65 divided by minus 13. Now what do we multiply with 13? 13 into what is equal to 65? We know that is 5. But here, see, there are different signs. Dividend is positive, 65 is positive, whereas the divisor is negative in its sign. So it's a negative integer, divisor is minus 30. So when different signs are divided, it is minus 5. So for sign, what sign we should assign to the answer, the rule remains the same as multiplication and division. If you are not sure about this, then please watch my previous video that I have made on multiplication and division. I will attach the link of that in my in the description of this video. You can go through that. If you have doubt with how to assign, decide whether the integer that we get as answer is positive or negative. Addition and subtraction and multiplication and division, both rules are different for while assigning the sign in the answer. So please go through them. Now here minus 84, bit 2 question says minus 84 divided by 12. Now here, if you check, you will see that 12 into what is 84? 12 into 7 is 84. Now, since again different signs, dividend is negative, whereas divisor is positive, answer will be negative, quotient will be negative, it will be minus 7. In the first question, we had the divisor as negative here, minus 13 was negative. In the second question, our dividend was negative, 80 minus 84, it was negative. But the answer in both the cases was negative because of different signs. Okay, doesn't matter whichever is negative, which is positive. If we interchange also, we make the divisor negative, dividend positive, or dividend negative, divisor positive, answer will be negative in nature. In this case, minus 72 by minus 18 divided by minus 18. See, both integers are negative in nature. Division is simple. 18 multiplied by what is 72? We know it is 4. But since these two integers are negative in nature, so answer is going to be positive. Okay. Now 0 divided by minus 31. This is simple. Anything, any number, if you multiply with 0, you get 0 as answer. So minus 31 into what will give us 0? Definitely the answer is 0. So 0 by minus 31 will be 0, and there is no sign change here. We are not going to discuss whether it's negative or positive because 0 we have discussed in our introduction to integers. 0 is a neutral number. Okay, it's neutral in nature. It is an integer, of course, but it has neither a negative, we don't assign negative or positive sign to it. That is why we call it a neutral number. Now minus 63 divided by 63. 63 divided by 63 is what? 1. So I write 1 here. Now both are of different signs. Dividend is negative, whereas divisor is positive. So answer quotient will be negative in nature. Again, minus 8 divided by 1. Very simple. What do we multiply with 1 to get 8? It is 8. 1 into 8 is 8. So 8 is the quotient, and different signs. So answer or the quotient will be negative, minus 8. Okay, let's move to solve the questions from exercise 1C, question 2. Question number 2 is fill in the blanks. Bit 1 is 72 divided by what is equal to minus 4. Now 4 into what is equal to 72? That is 18, right? 4 into 18 is 72. But answer is negative in in its sign. It's negative integer. And 72 is positive here. Dividend is positive. So definitely this 18, this quotient that we are going to write, that is negative in negative integer. So it is minus 18. 72 divided by minus 18 will definitely give a negative integer, that is minus 4. Now minus 36 divided by what is equal to minus 4. Now 9 4s are 36, that we know, so answer is 9. But what will be its sign? Just let's check. Dividend, that is minus 36, is negative. The answer is negative. That means one of the signs which needs to be negative, which is minus 36 is already negative. So 9 here will be positive. Similarly here, what divided by 4 is equal to 24? How will we know? Definitely, if we multiply 24 with 4, we will get this answer. That is 24 into 4 is how much? 4 4s are 16, 1 gets carried over, 4 2s are 8, 8 plus 1 is 96. So 96. But here, if you see, minus 4 is the divisor and answer quotient is positive. That means this is also negative integer, minus 96. If we divide two negative integers, then answer quotient will be positive. 24 we will get as a positive integer. So that is why minus 96 divided by minus 4 is equal to 24. Now what divided by 25 is equal to 0? Definitely 0. 0 divided by anything will always give 0. Now dash divided by minus 1 is equal to 36. Here again see minus 1 is there as the divisor and quotient, that is 36 is positive. That means both of these are negative. Negative divided by negative will give a positive integer as answer. So here it is minus 36. Minus 36 divided by minus 1 will give us 36 as quotient. Dash divided by 1 is equal to minus 37. That will be minus 37. We have discussed before also how we are determining whether it is negative integer or positive integer. This blank, two different signs will give negative integer as quotient. When we divide two different signs or multiply two different signs, whatever we get as answer will be negative. So this is positive means this has to be negative. 1 divided by dash is equal to minus 1. Definitely this is minus 1. One of them has to be negative to get a negative as answer. Similarly here minus divided by minus 1 divided by what is equal to minus 1. This has to be positive because this is already negative. This is already negative means this is positive. Question number 3 says write T for true and F for false for each of the following statements. So 0 divided by minus 4 is equal to 0. This is true. 0 divided by any number, any integer, negative, positive, will always give 0 as answer, any non-zero number. Then bit 2 question 6, minus 6 divided by 0 is equal to 0. This is false. Why? Don't even look at the sign. Don't even think whether it's integer or not. Any number, let the number be n. Okay, divided by 0 is always undefined. We do not know. There should the quotient, if I write like this means the denominator. Okay, denominator can never be equal to 0. Okay, and similarly when we write in this form, in this like this divisor can never be 0. Okay, so this is false. Any number divided by 0 is actually undefined. So this is F, false. Now question number 3 says minus 5 divided by minus 1 is equal to minus 5. This is also false because two negative integers when multiplied, any like sign integers, whether negative integers, two negative integers like this or two positive integers, let it be 5 by 1, 5 divided by 1. In multiplication as well as in division, that will give a positive integer as the answer. So here it is given negative means this is false. Bit 4, minus 8 divided by 1 is equal to minus 8, which is true. Two different sign integers will give a negative answer and 8 divided by 1 is always 8. So this is true. Now minus 1 divided by minus 1 is equal to minus 1. This is again false. For the same reason as question number 3 is just repeated. The same question has been repeated here in 5. So we have completed exercise 1C. We will start doing exercise 1D in our next video. But if you are learning along with me by watching all these videos, then please like, share and subscribe to my channel Siddhi Academics.